Welcome back to Sage Circle. If you're a newbie, welcome to Sage Circle. I am Amythyst. Tonight we're doing a pick a pile with 3 piles to choose from. As you can see, 444, 777 or 111 are the numbers for you to pick from, and there will be a little bit of a message from that as well. And I'm going to tell you about the main card that is behind those numbers, the deck, because it's insane. So this is a deck here. It's called the Sacred Sites Oracle deck. And every single card in the deck has actually been infused with the energy of the ancient sites that are associated with each deck, past, present, and future energy. It's just ridiculous. I've had this deck for a while now, probably over 6 months, and I haven't really used it because it's so fluid and intense, not in a negative way, in a fantastic manner, but you've got to be in the right space just to pull them out. They're not something that you'll use as a general all the time. So here we are. I've pulled them out. Okay, little announcement. I will not contact you on WhatsApp or any other form of electronic communication to offer you a reading. I don't have WhatsApp. I am on Facebook as Sage Circle, in brackets says my name, Amythyst Black. That is my Facebook actual profile, and I also have a group on Facebook called Sage Circle, which is the same name and profile picture as this channel. And I've also just started up another group with a girlfriend of mine, a very good friend of mine who's also a spiritualist and writing to tarot, she is and stuff, called Witches of Xanadu. So, but that's the only way you'll sort of see me really on the social media apps, and that's because that's my choice. That's how I choose to be. So if you do come across any of that, it will be in the description box for you to email me or contact me. One for a reading if you would like to book a reading, or inquire about one, or to actually screenshot if somebody is mimicking me and then send me that information and also report it. Okay, enough talking shit. So let's get into this. The first pile is 444. So I'm just going to move these out the way and let's turn this around. So I'll leave 444 there. And the first card is the site of or for Frog Mountain. Focus, please. Wow, insane, intense. So I've jotted a bit of information down out of the corresponding book. To be honest, I could do an entire reading just on one card, the information. It's insane. And I also channel. I don't use tarot. I have a lot of oracle decks and a lot of decks that I've made myself, but I do not use tarot, and I channel into these energies associated with the cards, and this is why I've put off using this deck. So I've put a few notes down in a notebook, so you'll hear me turn the page. So let's get into this. Pile 1, number 444, here is your reading. So basically, Frog Mountain corresponds with the West, and it is in Canada. And the energy is repatriation, which is about the returning of an item or even a person voluntarily or involuntarily to it or their rightful place of origin. I think I've said that right. Repatriation. So basically, it's about coming from source to yourself, coming back to your roots, coming back to your origins, coming back to your element, and getting in touch with your ancestral things and your generational scenarios to instill the level of healing. Now, this deck has a past, a present, and a future, a lower world, a middle world, and upper world, very shamanic orientated, which is fantastic because you know I love a good shaman chat. But basically, for each pile today, I've picked the lower, the middle, and the upper. This is the first card, and the first sort of information for each card is the lower world, so I'll be reading this. So here we go. I'll just give you a bit of information. So basically, the lower world portion of this particular card to do with Frog Mountain, it's every card, it's about the past, and it's about walking the path and steps of ancestors to bridge the gap of pain and to bring healing. And it's about trusting your instincts and return to home to regenerate and to claim what is rightfully yours, whether that's spiritually, emotionally, and generationally or other. And you need to be joyous in your endeavor with that. So basically, you might have been feeling a bit lost or a bit torn, or you're now researching things to do with your ancestral journey and your generational stuff, or you might know enough of those things, but but you might be having wounds that need to be healed from the generational phases. So, you know, I don't know, it could be a substance abuse, it could be, you know, workaholics, it could be, you know, whatever, certain levels of health, cancer, all through the generations and things, and that's what you're supposed to be or due to be or are or have been working on. And this is just a message for you that you need to be joyous on that journey, and you need to work through that pain and that heartache so you can actually return to home, whether that's physically going on a journey and returning to a space if you can, even if it's like in the same city or next community over, or a day's drive, even if you're able to go to where you know you've got family in burial areas or sacred sites that mean something to you, or it could be a cafe or a museum or anything that you can associate with your generational stuff and your ancestors. Try and tap into that, because if you can't go home, as in move back to a certain country where your family originated from or what have you, you can tap in other sources. And there's a lot of support and guidance for you at this time. Now, your number was 444, which is basically, as a real generic basic rundown, 444 is about your higher purpose and honesty and your inner wisdom and peace and balance. And I actually think that ties in with this particular message just out of the book with the card. So basically, as I was writing the information down out of the book, just a few notes in my notebook for this Frog Mountain, I got flashes of colour. So the colours I got were blue hues, tans and browns and creams, and also green. Just no particular green, just green, okay? So thank you very much for the beginning of this. We're going to get into the reading now with cards, okay? Let's do this. Please, Spirit, come in. Archangel Michael's here, by the way. Hi, Archangel Michael, Mikey Mike. I was in the kitchen making a detox tea that I have once a night at the moment, and I also put a chamomile tea in there and a bit of honey. Blended them both, and I was pottering around in the kitchen making that to come out here and do this, and Archangel Michael came in and said, I'd like a card in tonight, please. No worries. So what can we say, Spirit? Archangel Michael's Spirit, members of Frog Mountain, clan, tribe, your ancestors, generational stuff, whoever's here of the highest and purest form, please come in and give us some messages. What would you like Pile Frog Mountain to know? First card, rainbows. Wow. Let me get a few more out. Oh, seedlings. Yeah, so you've been doing healing, you've been doing work. Rainbows is pretty much been getting told as a message to say that you're on the right track, you're doing the right thing. Baby, wow. Can I just have one more of those? I'd like 4, please. Thanks. And we've got Tree of Life. Wow, that's fantastic. So I go off the pictures and the energy of the card. I don't always go off the booklets, right? So I'll put these ones up here, actually, so we get a bit of a better view. So basically, let me just channel here. So, okay, the rainbow represents, for this particular reading, for this particular pile, that Spirit has your back. Your ancestors are guiding you. There's these red flashes through here almost like orbs. And what Spirit is saying is that you're a lot more grounded than what you think. Look at all these red flowers going across the greenery here. And I did mention green associated with this card. So what Spirit is saying is that you're on the right path. You're more grounded than what you realize. You've done a lot more leg work as a soldier, as a generational healer for your people, for your family, for your clan, or whatever you're doing. You're a lot more further down the line. You've done a lot more work and research and energy and healing than you actually even realize. And if you're sitting back going, don't know what the hell she's on about, I'm just new to this path, I don't understand it, I'm getting used to it, I'm trying to find out information, that in itself, that you've been open to receive, is a genuine responsive message to you from your ancestors, from your generational bloodline, and from Spirit to say to you, you're doing the right thing, keep moving forward. So the next card was seedlings, and what Spirit is saying is, as it goes hand in hand, that the work that you've done is actually starting to blossom or bloom. Your seeds are starting to grow. You mightn't be able to see that, and I think there might be pockets of energetic seeds that you've laid all over the place, like with different generations, with the younger ones, with the older ones, with work colleagues, everything, right? You've done a little bit of lead work. You've researched things online. You've pulled out old photos. You've looked into information. You've maybe got some information from a town hall. Whatever you've done or you're going to be doing, you're on the right path. You're planting those seeds, and it is coming to fruition. You should be proud of yourself. Now, baby. Now, Two messages straight off the bat. Spirit is saying, first of all, if there is a baby and it's about to come, congratulations. I'm getting told that it's a boy. or it'll be a tomboy. But what's for, I mean, I don't know, you know, might know somebody or in relation to somebody that's having a girl. The energy associated with what I'm saying is male energy, but that could literally just be the ancestral realm or spirit that are guiding and ushering this child in utero. It could be the masculine or the male family energy, okay, even if it is a baby girl. And what spirit is saying is that you could be making these changes because this is the drive. This child coming into your family or into your life is a drive for you to want betterment, to make change, and that you're doing the right thing. And it also could be if there's no baby or pregnancy in any way, shape or form, this is a result from your seedlings. There has been a blossom, there has been a growth, there has been a bloom, something has birthed, right? And this is beautiful. And in the background, if that's the case, there's, you know, there's the moon, there's like almost like ancient sort of handprints and footprints, and there's like a whale there, like totem animals, and, you know, yeah, it's just all about life and growth. So that's the other message for that particular card. Now, the tree of life. So this is, look, this is goes in hand. You've got the seeds, the birth, and then the tree in full bloom. And what Spirit is saying is that your tree of life is actually who and how you are. Now, if you're not working on your genealogy, and or if you're not doing ancestry.com or things like that, or don't have a copy of a family tree or what have you, Spirit is asking you to please do that, because that will help heal wounds that you have no idea, unfathomable emotional wounds that have caused massive gaps and bridges in amongst your family bloodline. And it could literally just be something so simple as having somebody from 100 or 80 years ago and somebody from 30 years ago, their names on the same tree space on a sheet, on a piece of paper, on a computer, and that will link that bridge energetically. So that's just insane. Tree of life, you are knowledgeable, you are powerful, and all the knowledge and information you are seeking, you're going to get, okay? Next set of cards. Can I have 3 of these, please, Spirit? Oops, there's one. It says coming to life. This is all like all the tree, the growth, the life. Here we go. The baby we've got come together. Wow. And the other one is rescue. Wow, that's so special. So just let me think. Yeah, Spirit wants you to know that your journey has not been easy. What you've been through has broken you and pulled you apart in multiple layers, whether that is just to do with one family member in your life that has caused you shit and grief time and time again. And it could just be subtle responses, a tone of voice that sets you on edge, but you've heard it your whole life, knowing that no matter which way you step, it will never fucking be good enough, for example, right? It could be something to that capacity, or we could be going the next level scale. Whatever it is, you have been pulled apart multiple times and then pieced yourself back together. And this is what the come together is. This isn't the come together from your family element. This isn't the come together from the generational stuff, even though this is what this particular reading for this pile is about. But it's just a recognition of yourself that you hopefully have or will do or are now recognizing how strong and solid and powerful you are as a person, because you have pulled yourself back together and pieced yourself back together. There's nourishment here, okay? There's this tree. There's always this trees and growth. There's a tree here, there's a tree here, and the other page there's a tree. There's greenery here, there's greenery here. So this is all tying in with your growth and your seedlings and the hard work you've done. It's prosperous, okay? So coming to life, that is everything you're doing. What you're doing is bringing your bloodline and your healing and what you're trying to achieve for the future into coming to life, bringing it in together as one sort of energy and vibration, because you're working on energies from the past, you're living in the present, and you're aiming for the future. And that's what the coming to life is. And rescue, you have rescued and healed a lot of things in your family and your ancestral stuff that you mightn't even realize. I have said that earlier. So you've come to the rescue. Your cup is running over, right? Your cuppeth runneth over. Okay, you're in abundance. Look, there's a looking glass here. There's more rainbow coming out of the chimney. So what Spirit is saying is, this is your humble abode. There's all greenery growing over the rocks and everything too. You're prosperous. You're getting blessed. You will get a reward from this. You will get recognition, or you will get some sort of an abundance from Spirit, or you will have a trust fund be released to you soon, or something will happen. You'll win a bit of money. I don't know. I've been saying that a lot in the last couple of readings, actually, that there's been some sort of an abundant reward. I'm just going to have a drink, guys. Look at the size of the selenite I've got in my pocket. That's been had incense on it. I can't wet it. It's covered in red earth still. I can't wet it because it'll crumble. Okay, so that's really amazing. Actually, can I just get one more of those? Because that was fucking off the chain. I love it, I love it, I love it. You're doing the right thing. You might feel deflated. You might feel isolated. You might feel on your own. You might feel exposed somehow. There might be something that you're tiptoeing around to accommodate people's past pains or, secrets from other lives and other times that you've stumbled across or you know about, or even present ones. But it's okay. Oh, and sad embrace. Yeah, I just said you might be feeling alone. So even if you're not, what Spirit's saying is that it has been a sad journey. There's been a lot of heartache and a lot of pain over the years to do with everybody's generations, not just yours, everybody's bloodline. There's not one bloodline on the planet that doesn't have secrets or rifts or wounds or, addiction or what have you. So it might have been a bit of a sad journey, but you've got your wings. You're ready to soar. You'll come out on top with the information that you have. Wow. Oh, heavy energy, great energy, but oh man. Okay, so I've got the motivation manifesto cards. Can I just have one of these, please? Because these are really quite, thank you, really quite intense. So it says, hang on a minute, I'll put these down. With love's transcendent power, we can be reborn and redirected. When we open to love, life itself can feel newer, more alive, more magical, and more meaningful. Wow, and it did say the reborn there, the reborn. The redirection, the seedlings, the tree of life, in bloom, growth. So with love's transcendent power, we can be reborn and redirected. When we open to love, life itself can feel newer, more alive, more magical and meaningful. That is so beautiful. So you're doing the right thing. You are on the right path. I just got 3 more decks to pull from, and then we'll have to go to the next pile. This is really amazing. This is really amazing. I had no idea what to expect. The bear. Now, bear flicked out earlier, so I find that interesting that bears come up. You might be having dreams, or you might need to get in touch with spirit animal bear. Bear is one of my children's main lifelong spirit animals, totem animals. Bear's beautiful. So you might need to get in touch with Bear. He's got the fish in his mouth, and there's the fish here, so Frog Mountain. So this is just a synchronicity. There's animals on this card too. So you've got the information you need. You're doing the right thing, and if you don't have it yet, you're going to get it. The things will link into place enough for you to piece together and do healing on the level that you want to do. You do need to get in contact with Bear. If you can just ask Bear for a sign or a message, please remember to say thank you. Oops, we don't need that one. That's just the name of the deck, that card. Okay. Actually, I just want 2 more. Crossroads. Yeah. Yep. And lilies. Now, Lily could be the name, I'm getting straight away, Lily could be the name of an ancestor or a person in your immediate life or from the past, or could be Lillian or Lilith or something like that. That's a synchronicity. She's here. And then there's also Bear, which I said you need to get in touch with Bear. Bear's about... Oh, man. Look, overall, Bear is the keeper of the Dream Lodge, and I think that usually that's my first point of call, that you need to go and have a conversation with Bear, and he will give you really good guidance and structure. And then the crossroads, right? So basically, you've been in the dark a bit. Like I said, you might have been feeling isolated or alone, and that's just a tie-in with that. You might be at a crossroads now and don't know which way to turn. The message is, if that is what you're wondering, turn whichever direction you see fit. Fuck what everybody else thinks. You do what you are drawn to. Go with your gut feeling. Use your intuition, because you need to claim what is rightfully yours spiritually and emotionally. Spiritual and emotional and generational space, love, energy. It's yours. Whoa, that's way too many. I've got Archangel Michael card here. We've got financial assistance. So Archangel Michael requests that you allow him to chimney sweep your worries, anxieties and fears about money. He will replace them with the rich emotions associated with abundance. Financial pressures are about to ease. I did say you might get some financial abundance. Now I'll read that again because I had the hiccups. Archangel Michael requests that you allow him to chimney sweep your worries, anxieties, and fears about money. He will replace them with the rich emotions associated with abundance. Financial pressures are about to ease. That is so beautiful. And can I please have a card from the Doreen Virtue Butterfly Oracle? And the card is, this is your final card, religion and spirituality. Okay, if you're not a person that's I think that's Ulysses maybe. So if you're not a religious person per se, or you're more religious and spiritual or other, take out of it what it is. But this is your final message for this particular piles, religion and spirituality. Stick to what you know. Stick to your faith. Come from that higher purpose, your honesty and your inner wisdom. Listen to your gut feeling. You will bring in the peace and balance that you need. And you remember, you need to walk the path and steps of the ancestors to bridge the gap of pain and to bring healing. Spiritual, religion and spirituality. Okay? Wow. That's beautiful. Can I have the next pile, please? I feel like I'm going to run out of time, guys. I'd absolutely be horrified if that happened. Okay, pile 2. And the number for you guys was 777. So, okay, so your card is Aphrodisias. Quite heavy energy from that other pile. Wow. Aphrodisias. Alrighty, let's get into this. So your number is 777. I'll do numbers first. The 777 is about movement, and to better times and situations, etc. It's about paying attention to your gut and the expansion of your soul's consciousness. Just a basic rundown of what 777 means. Okay, so basically your card. Aphrodisias was a small city in Turkey long ago. It's now no longer called that. It's called something else. And this particular place was closed in and turned into a church anyway, right? But what you need to do, your energy focus for this particular card is love. And I'm going to be coming from the middle world, from the present time. And I've written certain goddesses were worshipped there and has always been a site dedicated to love. And basically, in order to tap into that present energy of what happened there, the book says to picture, dancing around, belly dancers and sort of fire twirling. Doesn't say fire twirling, but just envision it like, love and kissing and hugging and touching and a feminine sexuality. And if you don't want to go off that sexual energy, just go off the femininity, the mother, the lover, whatever, like whether you're a male or not, you need to bring that energy in. And that's how you can tap into this particular site with this particular reading. So basically, the overall message for you right now is what has denied you of love or who has stripped bare your temple. And I've written, it's easy to heal these wounds by reminding yourself every day of love and what love is and what love means to you. You need to be aware. You need to have that awareness, because if you don't, it's not going to work out well for you, because you're going to be pushing against what the spirit realm is trying to get you to tap into. Also, this particular card is associated with the East, okay? So I'm going to pull some cards out now. Now, the colors associated with this particular deck when I was writing down the notes were soft peachy oranges, yellows, rose pink, again green, but more like a darker foresty green, red and white. Okay, so can we have some messages for this particular pile, please? Thank you, Spirit. First card. Oops, abundance. Wow. Set that up there. White light. Woo! Amazing. Clouds and music. Oh, okay, just give me a minute. I've seen readers touch cards, and sometimes I don't understand what that process is, but I've been doing it in the last couple of readings, and I realize now I'm trying to get the energy, tap off the energy. Okay, just let me channel. All right, so what you need to do is heal your love. What is your love language? I'm seeing the words clear as fuck in front of me. Love language. What is your love language? But not your love language as a lover, as a mother, as that feminine element, as the yin element, and outward. What is your love language inwardly? What do you need to heal and repair? Now, as I've jotted down, who stripped bare your temple? Now, what you need to do for this particular pile, please, is work on that level of self-love and healing wounds and letting down walls and letting down boundaries, because you have so much more love to come in. It's in a wave of abundance, and you have so much more love to go out. There could be fears there. There could be childhood abuse. Let's be real about it. We're adults here. There could be emotional abuse as well during childhood and things, and that could be the level of stripping the temple. Now, there could have been addiction that you grew up around and things. I'm seeing addiction, specifically levels of addiction and emotional and physical abuse. And if this is not your pile, pick one of the others, please, because this is a pretty serious situation. So what Spirit's saying is that you've got the abundance there, but you need to work on yourself. You need to pull in that white light energy. So Spirit's with you. They're guiding you. They're saying that you're actually probably have been working on this. So I can actually see that there's a few people that may have some sort of an affirmation or manifestation, abundance, or what have you, self-love, self-care, whatever app on their phone or their iPad or what have you. Keep that up, please. That's just so beautiful. And also I'm getting told there's a couple of people that have listened to things like that on their phone, like playing in their earphones, and there's a few people that have books, or you could be one of all of the above, and flick through the books and have that information and take something from that. Keep it up. I'm getting told by Spirit if you can journal down every day, and I actually said it in the booklet actually that goes with this. I forgot to write that down. If you are able to write down every day what it is that you find to be loving, and it could literally just be opening the door for an elderly person before you step in the room and all this, in the shop or the building or what have you, that is a level of love. So what Spirit's saying is that, see, the clouds, there's that romantic sort of pink and love there, but there's doves there for peace, and there's 3 doves there. So to me, that's the Holy Trinity, the mind and body and spirit, or your mind, body and soul. And what Spirit's saying is that you need to let the wall down and heal that little bit of pain that you have sitting there, because there's others in your world that are relying on that level of unconditional love, even though you may be a very loving person or a very loving family member or a very loving what have you. What Spirit's saying is that you're actually denying yourself, and you are loved and you are lovable, and what you've been through at different areas and pockets and times in your life does not actually determine who you are as a person. It just shows your sense of character, that you've been through some pain and you've climbed back up to the top. Okay, so that's so nice. And then we've got music. So Spirit says listen to music, do chakras binaurals, listen to self-love binaurals, listen to healing karmic or childhood wounds, or whatever it is you need to do. You need to listen to some music, and even if you're not into that level of music, listen to just music in general. That not music that's going to make you sad, though. I'm getting told no sadness, no sorrow, but music that you know is going to actually instill that bit of healing within you, because it's really important. You have a really, really important role on this planet to do in association with love, whether you're aware of that or not. And that's why you've been through the pain. And it sounds fucking stupid, trust me. I've got some pain. I've been through some childhood wounds myself. So what have we got here? Cleaning house, next deck. Right, there you go. Have a clear up, have a clean, have a tune up. Get right into yourself and heal those rips and tears. Oops. We've got wishing well. Beautiful. Can I just have 2 more? Thank you. We've got metamorphosis, holy shit, and ride the wave with dolphins there. You might be from Atlantis, or you might have an association with Atlantis, and there's a fairy riding this dolphin, so you might have an affinity or an association with the fae as well. If you do, call them in, leave them a bit of sugar or something around, a little sugar cube or a little bit of lolly or something for them to find out in the garden, or what have you, to say thank you. One more of these cards is flowing out, guys. It says sacred pool. Wow. Okay, so just let me channel. So yeah, what is your love language to yourself? Not your love language to others. What is your love language to yourself? You might look absolutely stunning daily. Your hair, your makeup, if you're a woman, if you're a man, you might have beautiful, good quality, clean clothes on. You might like to have clean shoes. You like to put a bit of gel in your hair. You might just brush your beard, or what have you got going on. You might like to smell nice. It doesn't matter. Or you might be genderless, so that doesn't matter either. But you might have some self-pride when it comes to the outward element, and that's what this reading is about, tapping into the inward presently, so you can heal what's going on with mind, body and soul for you and for your loved ones, whether they're aware of it or not. And not so much loved ones that have hurt you. No, I'm not one of those people to sit back and go, oh, well, I understand that you were hurt, but you need to forgive your abuser or whoever. No, I don't think so. I'm not a qualified therapist, okay? It's not my job to say that, and I wouldn't anyway. I just need to have some tea. This is just fucking beautiful, this reading. So Clean house, sacred pool, wishing well. Your wishes are coming to fruition. What you're wishing and hoping for, and it could just be that little bit of energy left over or that residue. It's like you might be cruising along real well in your life and you just think, fuck, this is something that isn't right, that's not there, that I can't piece together. Clean up your energy, clean up yourself, clean up your auric field, clean up your bits and pieces, clean up your head space, clean up your heart space, clean up areas of you so you can actually tap into what it is that is coming into fruition. Because if you don't, you're going to get sick, or you're just going to slow down your process of your healing journey on your path. And what you're supposed to be doing was sharing that adventure and that experience of the self-love you've pulled yourself through to be able to then help the community some way, somehow. And metamorphosis, this is exactly what you're going through. This is that peachy color I mentioned earlier. There's a bit of red in this one as well. You know, there's, anyway, so what Spirit is saying is this is your metamorphosis. This is your time. You need to rip that skin off, regardless of how sore it's going to be and how raw and rare you feel. Because if you don't, you won't be able to have that mirror image of yourself. Sorry, you won't be able to reflect on yourself. Look at all this transformation going on here. You need to reflect on what you've got going on. Those beautiful clouds in the back. Yeah, there's the clouds going on here. So again, Spirit's saying to you, we've got your back. There's a chrysalis, there's, you know, the cocoon or whatever you call it, and it's all about the growth and what you've got coming. Again, you've got that level of abundance coming that you mightn't be aware of. Can I please pull out? Whoops, one already just dropped out into my lap. This one is the Motivation Manifesto deck, and it says, how many times have we caused ourselves pain because we failed to pause and think, how would my best self view and respond to this situation? Wow. Sacred pool. Tap into the sacred pool, your energy pool, your energy portals, your energy stores. You know, that's what for me this means for you right now as a sacred pool. How many times have we caused ourselves pain because we failed to pause and think, how would my best self view and respond to this situation? Exactly. You've got a job to do. You've got some work to do for yourself, and like I said, if you don't do it, you might have a bit of a hiccup or a slowdown, or just Spirit will just get right up on your grill about it and show you, hey, yoo-hoo, this way. So we've got a couple here. The locket, the child. I did mention childhood a few times. The locket. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? No way. Spirit, could you be any more? Did I just say, guys, that Spirit will be like, yoo-hoo, and give you the message? The locket, the child, the key. The key to unlock your heart space, the locket, is to nurture, heal, and fix up your inner child. There is no denying it. The metamorphosis is butterflies. Wow. Again, the child, the key, and the locket. Does that not speak for itself? I mean, obviously, this isn't a type of locket. It just pops open with a photo in it. But let's be realistic. A lock and key with the child card in the middle. This is so amazing. Guys, I really wish we could talk. This is full on. Woo! I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, I'm getting told the Archangel Michael cards. Yep, I heard you, Archangel Mikey Mike. Oh, they're on the floor, so I'll just pick them up. Okay, let's have one, please, Michael. Thank you very much. Another green one. This one says, self-energy. Silver energetic cord, or sever energetic cords. Archangel Michael delivers powerful healing to sever energetic cords and attachments. What the fuck? Archangel Michael delivers powerful healing to sever energetic cords of attachment and rebalance your energy fields. Ah, la la la. Again, Archangel Michael delivers powerful healing to sever energetic cords of attachment and rebalance your energy fields. Self-energy, sever energetic cords. Tap into your sacred pool, your energy pockets, right? Your pool of energy. White light. Spirit has your back. Wow. Can I please just have one more card for this pile? This is your last and final card, guys. Be true to you. Oh, look, that's so lovely. I'm sitting here like this clucky old hen, just, my face is sore, just smiling right now, you know. I'm happy for you. That is so beautiful. Be true to you. Again, the butterfly. Heal that inner child. I can't get past that. The locket, the child, and the key. Far out, man. Thank you, Spirit. That is so beautiful. Okay, let's go over to pile number 3. I don't have a lot of time. So this particular pile is for numbers 111, and it's Mount Kenya. This is where the Masai are, right? Oops. Okay, very spiritual people. So, what I've written down is it's the south area, and the energy focus is sustenance. You need to sustain and have some, some energy pools, something to fill up or replenish, right? Something to actually like stored energy, and it's the upper world, which is the future. So the energy associated with this particular reading and the messages about what you've got going on now or what you're doing now to propel and line up things for the future. So it says here, you choose to be nurturing in your life or not. Like, you're the only person that makes that choice, whether you've been hurt or haven't hurt. If somebody's hurting your feelings or somebody's being a dick, it's up to you to decide if you're going to be nurturing. And your actions all must be faced, good, bad, or indifferent, okay? So basically it's about honoring and respecting your environment, whether mental, actual material like your home life or your workspace, or other, could be spiritual or what have you, and to be conscious of your lifestyle to enable healing for the future. Wow. So the number for this is 111, and the manifestation, it's about manifestation and prosperity and motivation and awareness and thoughts. Does that even make sense? Did I say that before? I've just read the number one information when I should have read 777. You know what? I'm going to read 777 as well. That's weird. I can't remember now. 111. What the fuck's going on? That's weird. So I've got here movement to deter times and situations, and paying attention to yourself and expansion of the soul's consciousness. I've read it out. That's weird. I just had a whole pocket of space that just went completely somewhere else. Hang on a minute. That was weird. I almost had a bit of an out of body. Give me a sec. Oh, whoa, far out. That was intense. I just had heebie-jeebies run all the way through me. Breathe. Wow. Okay. Either way, that was odd, but either way, you've got a dual message. Okay, so let's get into this, guys. The colours that I seen when I was actually writing down the message out of the booklet for this particular pile for this card were the ochres, which is on the card, which I didn't realise until I had a good look at it. There was also sand, like the colour of sand. I don't know what colour sand would be. And there was also greys and some black. Now, the black to me could be off in the distance, like a like a silhouette or a mirage or something anyway. So yeah, there's your colours. All right. Can I have 4 cards, please? Coins. Oh, you're trying to get your pennies organised for the future. Ooh, Phoenix coming out of the ashes. The Lovers and the Juggler. Wow. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, straight away, without a reasonable doubt, your future mindset is to do with money, finances, prosperity, abundance, laying down things in stone, securing money, investments, whatever, right? You could be saving for a car, you could be saving for a holiday, you could be saving to get your hair done, who cares? It doesn't matter at what capacity your coinage is about. It's just that's the first card out, so that's what it is. Now the Phoenix is about the rebirth and the resurgence of what you've been through, and coming through the ashes and coming through the fire and being reborn. And it says, as I've written, you choose to nurture in your life or to not nurture, and your all actions must be faced. And it's about respecting and honouring your environment, mental or other, and to be conscious of your lifestyle to enable a healthful future, right? A healthy future. And I think this is what this Phoenix is saying right here. Hello, I'm here. I've come through. I've shed layers. I'm ready to rumble. Let's do this. I'm in full bloom right now. Now, the Lovers card could be about romance for you, or it could not be about romance for you, but it could be about a love of life or a love of what you're trying to do, saving your pennies. It could be about your love of your situation, or how things are going, or how far you've come, or how far you've worked on yourself, or how much different you were from 6 months ago, or whatever it is, you know. If I'm getting told, okay, if it is about the lover situation, if you are having issues with a partner to do with finances, regardless of how that may be, Spirit is saying that things will settle down, but there needs to be a genuine conversation, and maybe somebody's signature has to go somewhere. That's just a very specific message. Now, if this reading for you, it covers all of the above to do with coin and your love life. Whether you're single, you might be single. Spirit's saying that you can have everything at once. The next card there is juggler. So we even know this woman's juggling money, time, health, okay, family life, or what have you, career. What Spirit's saying is that you're going to be able to manifest that's probably what you're doing, busting your ass. You could be a student like me. I study a lot. I've just finished a course, and I'm just about to start my criminal psychology one as well. Like, there's no rest for the wicked. And I'm not wicked, but that's just a saying, you know. So you're going to be able to have everything fall into place. You're going to juggle everything, but do not burn out. Go from that space where sometimes too much is too much. Like, sometimes it's just the small little steps that show more prosperous growth to do with a healthful and plentiful future, opposed to just slogging it out to the point where you can't replenish your energy, okay? But that's really cool. Okay, what have we got here? Mountain. Wow. So you've climbed a mountain. You've climbed that mountain. Dry desert. Yep. Maybe that's where you are now, feeling like, Jesus, I'm just saving all this money and don't have anything to show for it yet. I feel like I'm dry in my pocket. Well, that's good. So keep your pennies. Home. Oh, wow. Can I have one more, please? Okay, and stuck in the mud. All right. So let's see what this says, because I always read off the energy what the card is at the time. All right, so mountain. So this is what Spirit's saying. You've climbed the mountain. You have something to show for yourself. You've got a little mountain of money there. You might have a little mountain of replenishment. You might be stocking up on your stores, whatever that means to you. It could be banking up your love interests, for example, whatever's going on. You might feel like you're in a bit of a dry desert at the moment. You might be having a dry spell sexually, or you could just feel like, my God, I've got nothing to show myself but these two fucking cactuses standing off in the distance of this desert. Now, I did say one of the colors that come up when I channeled the colors for this particular energy with this card was sand. So there it is. It's right there, okay? And then, but remember, how many grains of sand does it take to fill a bloody hourglass? Like, sand, man, you can't get rid of that. There's so much of it. So you've got to change your mindset. And home. So basically, you need to water your garden. You need to make sure you eat well. I did say don't burn out to the point you can't replenish. This is a message from Spirit. It's okay to juggle. You can do that level of juggling. You can do what you need to do, but you need to be wise as the Messiah when it comes to what you need to do with your water, your rain, your elements, for example, and not so much your water and the rain, but when it rains, it pours. So you might be doing really well with what you've got going on, but you're busting your ass so hard, you're pushing yourself so far that now those droplets are going to turn into puddles, if that makes sense. So you just need to be careful of that. Stuck in the mud. So elephants have really good memories. So I think that there's some energy associated with a bit of trust somehow, whether that could be with a family member or a work colleague or a possible business prospect. Something doesn't feel right. You might feel stuck in the mud. And I did just mention that your raindrops of abundance or little sprinkles that you're showering into yourself could now turn into puddles. And now look at the elephant stuck in the mud. So what Spirit's saying is that you just need to be mindful of that, because you don't want to get sick or ill, okay? So, look, can I please have one of these? Please, angels, please don't let this run out. Oh, my gosh. I apologise in advance if this runs out. We've got to stand emotionally open before the world and give of our hearts without fear of hurt or demand of reciprocity. This is the ultimate act of human courage. Okay, so don't worry about what people are going to reciprocate. Don't worry if you're getting your energies matched back. You just stand your ground. You've climbed up the mountain. You've done your hike. You've done your hard yards. You've risen up through the ashes and you're on the right path. Okay, so I wouldn't worry about that. Can I have a couple of these, please, Spirit? Archangel Michael's saying he is watching you and what you're doing, and it's a fantastic clock tower, the rider up that mountain, and the gentleman. Yeah, so you may be a gentleman, you may not be. You may be dealing with a gentleman associated with money and stuff. And if there's no gentleman involved, well, you need to pull on your masculine energy at this time to propel you forwards before you might have a bit of a blowout and hit the wall. So be careful of that. I've said that more than once. The clock tower, you might be racing against yourself right now. We do have the rider here, and horses go fast. So don't feel like you have to push against the grain to get your needs met. You'll be okay. Oops. Can I have an Archangel Michael card, please? Thank you. We've got no longer fun, walk away. Archangel Michael asks you to detach from the drama associated with a particular situation. The time has come to withdraw and walk away. Wow. Did I say before maybe a lover or something like that might need to sign their 9 on a line, their name on a dotted line or something? Maybe you're having issues with money. I don't know. Whatever that means to you, you'll know what the situation is. And this is your final card. Whoa, for this reading. And it is windfall. How amazing's that? There's a couple on the floor. What else do they say? There's your coins and your windfall. Sentimental feelings, body changes, leaving, parental care, joining in, and you are stronger than you know. Yay! So, but don't push yourself to the point where you can't recover. Don't worry about if other people are reciprocating the energy you're putting out. You just need to match your own energy, right? You just need to push through that because you are setting up stones and things for the future. Yippee-ki-yay. I'm so happy for you. That's beautiful. Oh, all right. I love you guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Look me up on YouTube and Facebook. Blessed are the witches. I'll be back. I have promised that I would do a reading for people that are in relationships or couples, and I haven't done it yet, but I will do it in the next couple of days. Bye.